Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing fantastic. And today we're going to be looking at some knives. Some knives that if you've ever really wanted to just take your kitchen experience back to medieval times, I have a feeling I got a company that can make it happen. But before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and ring the notification bell so you do get notified when I upload new content. And with that, friends, let's do it. Alright, so what do we got here? Well, I found a company, I believe it's called Coolina. I will have a link to them in the description box of this video if at any time during this video you start summoning your medieval warrior, I don't know, Viking inspiration that you want to play out in your kitchen. Feel free to head down there and check them out. I will have a link to them, as I said. Now, I am no stranger to having really just crazy, over-the-top knives. Like this is a really, really nice over-the-top knife a Becker BK2. This thing is like a 1/4 inch or more. It's crazy. This is a crazy knife right here. This is a knife that like eats other knives. So in that spirit of just things that are wildly over the top, we're going to take a look at some stuff from this company here. See what they got, because they got some crazy knives. And these are supposed to be, because I am no expert, but these are supposed to be like kitchen knives. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, these are some of the craziest kitchen knives I've ever seen. Alright, so I'm going to pull everything out of the box first and see what we got. Man, this is a big box right here. Boy, there's a lot of stuff, ain't it? Okay, so we've got a packing list, and we're not going to worry about that. And it looks like they give us some, what is this here? And this is not a sponsored video, by the way. This is stuff that was purchased, so don't get thinking I got sent this for free. Okay, we got some food-grade mineral oil, which is awesome because you're going to need it. Well, you can't really see because it's in this little baggie. But you're going to need this stuff because these blades are going to need it because they're uncoated. Because these are going to be, like I said, these are kitchen knives. So we have some food-grade mineral oil, which you're going to need to coat the blades with when you're done using them before you put them up. Else, they will rust. That's right. Okay, so the Mysterious Chef's Best Kept Recipes from Coolina. Okay, so they give us a little recipe book. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, and they feature pictures with some of this delicious looking food here with some of their knives. You can see there. So, and this is not working out the way I thought. But yeah, you guys get the idea, man. It's got pictures of food with their knives. And this is their motto, by the way, up there in the corner. Yeah, that there's their motto. So if you're interested in them kind of knives, man, all right, let's see. What should we do? Okay, they got one here that says chef. Let's look at that one first. Okay, so this says it's a chef knife. And here's the box that the knives come in. And on the back, don't get no more explanatory than that. It says chef. So this is a chef knife. Let's look and see. Now, I am not a chef. So I'm just warning you right now, you're not going to get no really crazy analysis. I just like knives. Okay, so it gives you a thank you for choosing us, and then it says, it gives you some care tips here. It says, wash immediately after receiving and after each use. Wash by hand. Avoid the dishwasher. Dry with a towel immediately after washing. Oil after drying. We recommend olive oil. Okay, that's interesting. You can put olive oil on it. Okay. Store in a dry place. Cut on a wooden cutting board and sharpen regularly. Okay, we got you. Okay, so we have a nice little sheath here, a little canvas, a white canvas sheath that has their logo on it. Has a little snap ring here to hold it on, and it does have a little, I'm going to say that's going to be a little loop, but yeah, it's got a little loop right there. And here's the knife. And she is really, really wrapped up because, as I said, this thing will rust. So we're gonna have to check it out here. So we'll wash all these as we take them out, and we'll put a little oil on them. So we'll do that. So this is the chef. Like I said, guys, this is a chef knife. So we want to see what the chef knife is all about. So I'm assuming that being that this is called a chef knife, this is going to be what? Well, I'm just going to guess here as an amateur. I'm going to say this is going to be like an all-rounder, kind of, sort of. Something that you can use a little bit of everything. And I like they put a blade, an edge protector on there. I like that. Okay, so this is what we got. And it is coated. It does have their logo stamped on the blade. It does have a really nice wooden handle. But yeah, look at that thing. That's large and in charge right there. And I'm going to tell you, it's not that beefy. The spine is thick, but it's not overly, like, obnoxiously thick that makes a blade this big. Because if you step out and you make that blade material super thick, well, then you're adding a ton of weight. And if this is going to be something you're going to be using in your kitchen a lot, you don't want it to wear your wrist out, especially if you're doing a lot of chopping, chop, stuff like that. So yeah. So what you guys think about this? This is the chef, and I tell you, it feels good. I think this feels like it'd be a good. Well, I mean, I've never used nothing this big in my kitchen, so my wife might think something I've done lost my mind. So hey, man, let me chop that tomato. Take this out and tap. That's crazy. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna put this back on here. And we're going to set this to the side and move on to the next one. So that is the chef. This is what they say a chef is. So yeah. All right. So that's the chef, right? All right. So that's the chef. We'll put that to the side. Okay. We got a tungsten. Tungsten. So we'll check that one out and see what it's about. Okay, now this is one I can see being a typical, just a bigger kind of all-around knife. Same kind of situation there on your little sheath there for it. And I can totally see this being. Although, like I said, these the theming that this company apparently is going for is really, it's just like, hey, all these knives are over the top. They're going to be, just insane. But, we're guys, man. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get guys, over at our house hanging out. Buddy's going to be hanging out, maybe drinking, sipping a little whiskey, and get in the kitchen. And I'm going to say, look at this knife here. Kind of, that's a knife. It's a big knife. Okay, I can see this. I can see this having a lot of utility in the kitchen. And again, the spine is not that, it has really decent weight. And of course, it's not going to be balanced at all because of how long that blade does stick out. But it doesn't pull your hand down. So this has a nice weight to it. And it's a pretty knife. And being that the blade kind of looks the same, I'm assuming this is going to be a feature of this company that's going to kind of permeate through all of their offerings, I would just suggest. And like I said, they do have their logo stamped on this blade as well. So, okay. I like this shape. So far, the chef and the tungsten, I can get down. I can get down with it. These are two blade shapes that I can definitely see going into the kitchen. Although, these blades are very, very they're definitely a lot more than you would normally think of when you think of the kitchen. They're definitely more hefty. And this is it just says fixed blade on this one. And this is a much smaller knife. Same deal. We have the same little white sheath. And I do like the white sheaths with these. And this one has a different color handle. So I really like that. It's got that lighter wood handle. And it has a lot more of a curve to it. Now this is a blade that I could see you using a lot in the kitchen. Definitely this blade would get a lot of use. And it could, well, we're kind of getting away from the over the top. Although this is kind of a bigger blade, depending on what you were doing, right? Yeah, I like that though. I really like that blade. And again, it has their logo stamped in it. And yeah, but I can see this thing rusting. All these blades will rust, so you got to make sure you keep them old. Now, what's interesting about this, the spine, the heft on the blade material, this one's a lot thicker. It's a lot thicker, but the blade is not, the profile's not as big, and it's not as long, so having that extra weight doesn't make the blade cumbersome. You still have a lot of really good control with it, and yeah, you could really do, I could see this being a really good kitchen knife. So this is just the, it just says fixed blade. I wonder if that's how they promote this on their website. It's just being fixed blade. And I don't remember because I didn't order these knives. So my brother did. Because my brother likes having all these crazy knives in his kitchen. Which there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, because he said, hey, open these boxes and check out and tell me what you think about these knives. I am more than happy to do it. I love it. I love opening knives and seeing them and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Okay, this says Eagle. So, I'm assuming this one is called an Eagle, but this one is wrapped up in its own pretty little box here. So, maybe this is some kind of special knife. Or maybe this one's more expensive or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Okay, so this is called the Eagle. And this is their Beast collection. Uh-oh, so this means this is going to be something crazy. Boy, that's a cool picture there of an eagle. I like that. Okay, so this is a beast of a knife. So let's see if it truly is a beast of a knife. Okay. Okay. Wow, oh wow, oh man, holy crap. Okay. Okay, that kind of a hook bill cleaver there. That's interesting. That's interesting. I would have liked that to not have the beak on the end there. If it was just straight and it had been a straight cleaver, that's interesting. What to have that beak on the end, man. Huh. It's a thick knife. It's a really thick knife. It's got a lot of meat on it, and it's got some jimping up here, and it does have an eyelet hole here. You know, okay, and I'm assuming maybe these are, these are just for some wrench heads there, for some bolt heads there. So you got that, but boy, man, you could do some damage with this thing. You could do some damage with this thing, and I tell you what, it's nice holding it, even without getting in this hole here. Very interesting, very interesting. I like the cuts. Let me see if I can get that to come in there. Get some light just right. There you go. You can see those cuts in the blade. It's very interesting. Again, this is the first, all the blades I've opened on this channel, and you guys know I've opened a lot of blades on this channel. This is the first one I've ever opened that looks like this. Okay, so this is the Eagle. I'm assuming that that's the name of the knife. That it's actually called an Eagle. There's nothing on here to tell me otherwise. But it's their Beast collection. So this is like, I don't know. Maybe it's a special collection of knife. I'm assuming, because it's in this nice, pretty box that looks different than all the other ones. So yeah, I'm trying to get it back in here so I can give these back to him. But yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him, like, what's he planning on doing with this knife? Because that's an interesting. That's definitely an interesting shape to have for a knife. But anyway, he got it, and that's the Eagle, the Beast collection. So we got that, and then finally we got another one here, and this is a big one. It's a big box. It's a big box anyway, and it just has Coolina. It just has their logo on the middle there. So let's see what we got. Is this one of them? Okay, cool boxes. I like them. And it looks like there was supposed to have been something in there. Was it the oil? Yes. Okay, so this box had a place for the oil, for their mineral oil. That's kind of neat. Oh, check that out. Okay, again, we're rocking the. Now we didn't get a sheath for the Eagle, but we got a sheath for this. And check that out. Now in this particular package right here, the mineral oil that they gave us will fit perfectly right there. But check that out. They give us a little mini knife. That's really cool. Okay. Oh man, that is. Whew. Now this is a big knife. Ooh, I like that handle. Okay, so let's free this bad boy up and see what it's working with. It wants to be free. It wants to be free. And I tell you what, wrapping these up like this after you oil them for shipment, and as long as they're going to sit on the shelf, that's a really good idea to keep them blades from really getting out of control with the rust. And this really holds the oil on them to keep them in good, somewhat good shape until they reach you, the end consumer. Man, look at that. Whew, that's a big boy right there. And again, you know, the thickness is good because it's not overburdening the entirety of how it feels in your hand if you were to be using it, you know, for whatever. It's not too much. But man, that's a big knife right there. That's a big old blade, man. That's a big old blade. And don't mind how they look, because, you know, I'm just pulling them out of the wrapper, so they will clean up, you know, a lot better when you wash them and then re-oil them. You'll get a lot of that surface kind of crap off of them, and the blade will look a little bit better. But again, same deal. It's got their logo stamped onto the metal of the blade. Man, nice. I mean, what you gonna think when you pull something like this out in your kitchen and say, yeah, man, let's get down. Okay, so this is going to be something where we'll have to do some usage and see how well we like them. The only criticism that I will say, and this is just going to be me being negative, is I have heard that these are all from China, which I'm not saying that's bad, okay? I'm not saying that's bad. But I'm just saying that that's something to be mindful of. That I believe all these blades come from China. And check out this little guy. Isn't that neat? This little knife. I don't know what you do with it, but it's kind of cool. I mean, it's a pretty presentation in the box. You know, maybe you could cut like some little cheese or something with it. Or if you're really, really wanting to finely slice up some garlic or something, you could really get in there with that little knife. So yeah. Okay, so this is a company that is definitely new to me that I don't know anything about. But, you know, like I said, I always love having exposure to companies that, you know, I don't normally see. And this company is one of them, Coolina. So I would suggest to you, as a viewer of my channel, if you've never heard of these guys, it doesn't cost you anything to go into my description box of this video and click on the link to Coolina and just browse around and check them out. You know, as of the recording of this video, and I believe it ended today. I don't know how often they run the sale, but they had a deal where if you buy 2 knives, you got 2 for free. I don't know if that's something that is an ongoing thing or if that's a very limited time thing. I don't know if that's something they don't ever repeat. I don't know. But at the time of my brother buying these knives, he did a buy 2, get 2 free. And I think he did it over Memorial Day, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if that was just kind of a Memorial Day only kind of situation going on, or if that was, you know, like an ongoing thing. I don't know. But anyway, the link is down there in the description box of the video. Feel free, check them out. Tell me what you think. Would you have some just outrageous knives like this in your kitchen? Do you already have some outrageous knives in your kitchen? And if you do, let me know in the comment section down below. What kind of knives do you have in your kitchen? Because my brother today, when we were talking about these knives, you know, he showed me, I swear the thing is a sword. He says it's for slicing. But the blade on this thing is about that long. It's long. And to me, it looks like a sword. And I really want to see him slice some stuff up in his kitchen with this thing that looks like a sword. It's crazy. And he's got stuff from another company that we were laughing about. He's got a meat tenderizer that's literally a solid like hunk of iron. that's an anvil that is made up like some kind of medieval weapon. It's really cool looking. Man, I should have brought that to show you guys, because that thing is cool. Alright, anyway, hey, if you hung out with me to check these knives out, I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, YouTube be on that flim flam, man. They be unsubscribing people from the channel for apparently no reason. I don't know what's up with that. But if you made it this far, I really greatly appreciate you, and I hope you're doing well. And yeah, if you're out of here, please give me a thumbs up on the video on your way out the door. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. And we'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace. Am I going to ramble? Should I ramble? What am I going to ramble about? Let's see. What am I going to ramble about? I don't think I have anything to ramble about, really. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the travel trailer. I hope you guys are excited about that content. I'm really excited about it, man. And there's going to be so many videos I'm going to do about that. It's not even funny. So yeah, I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to bid you adieu this evening. Hope you're doing well, man. And I will catch you guys in the next one. I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video, man. Peace.